What's up guys? Today I've got my hands on the BuzzTV Powerstation 6. Roll the intro. Okay, so quick look at what you get inside the box. Your paperwork is in digital form, so you just scan the QR code for user manuals. We have an HDMI cable, power cable. This comes with a power supply and it's like a small laptop power supply. I'll give you a close-up of the voltage information. Now we have a bag of port covers and each one is labeled, so you can see that one says USB and this one here is for the HDMI port. So we've got two AA batteries, Energizer brand, so very decent batteries included for the remote control. And here is the remote. So this is a hybrid Bluetooth and infrared remote in one. It's got a built-in microphone for your voice searches and you've got a lot of functions on there. So full featured remote control. You can see you've got guide button, record button. So this TV box does feature a PVR. And last but certainly not least, the TV box itself. So quite a powerful TV box. Let me just quickly run you through the specs. So it's powered by the Rockchip RK3588. So you've got an A72 dual core and an A53 quad core combined in one coherent system. The result is supposed to be high energy, efficiency, and high performance. So that is what you can expect from this box, and I can't wait to put it to the test. Now for RAM, you have a choice between 8 or 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. For storage, we have 128 gigabyte eMMC storage built in. This box does feature NVMe SSD expansion up to 2 terabytes. You've got Wi-Fi 6 with dual antennas built in. You've got a gigabit Ethernet port. Features Android 13 with BuzzTV's unique UI on top. You've got PVR and TimeShift functions. This box supports HDMI 2.1, supports up to 8K at 60 Hz, and does also support HDR 10 Plus and AV1 codecs. So design-wise, this box looks like a beast. It looks like something made by Razer or Nvidia. It's quite big and bulky in size. On the back, there is a compartment. If you open it, you will see a section where you can attach your NVMe SSD. So you're basically sticking in your drive like so, and then you're seating it and you just twist, so you can close that compartment. Now I've just connected up a 1 terabyte drive, so we now have 1 terabyte of internal storage, which is insane. For ports, on the front of the box you will see USB 3, USB 2, a Type-C port and a physical power button. There is nothing on this side and there is nothing on this side either. And on the back you've got power socket, micro SD expansion as well. We've got optical out, HDMI 2.1 and a gigabit Ethernet port. So brand new design, brand new chipset. Let's go ahead and get this all connected up and find out what this monster can do. I'll be right back. Now first of all, I ran a boot up speed test and this TV box took 23 seconds to fully load to the home screen from a cold start. So this is full Android 13 with BuzzTV 6 UI on top. Now this interface is designed with Internet TV in mind. So you have your live TV, your VOD, your TV series, EPG guide, PVR recording function, and so on and so forth. So once you connect your Internet TV package to the UI, then you get a really nice clean interface. Now just underneath you have your app section with all your favorite apps all in one line. Right at the top you have subheadings, so you've got home, my channels, my VOD, and then you've got your app section showing you all the apps that are installed on this box as standard. So quite a few apps to get you started, including Disney Plus, you've got YouTube, and you've got the Google Play Store. This is the Android TV version of the App Store, so you're limited to Android TV apps, but you can of course still sideload any of your favorite Android APKs. Now if we head over to the main system settings, go to device preferences, and check out the system storage info. Now this box has 32 gigs of internal storage, from which 113 gigs are free to use. Now if we go back and have a quick look in about, you will see that this box is apparently running Android TV OS version 13. And you have more info on the security patch kernel and build numbers, etc. Got decode and bitstream. If you click on it, you can see information on audio device pass-through. HDMI is already selected, and here are the audio formats that are supported via pass-through. Under display and sound, if we check out resolution, it is set to automatic. You can see 4K 60 is supported. And you do have HDMI CEC control. Here are your HDR options, so it's on automatic, but you can have HDR or SDR on all the time. We've got BuzzTV Utilities as well, so if I'll give you a quick look at that. Now under BuzzTV Utilities, you have System Update, you have Home Screen, Weather Settings, Remote Control Options, Volume Control, Network Shares, and the light bar can be customized. So at the moment, the light bar can be switched on or off. So you can switch the remote control backlight on and off as required. The pointer speed can be adjusted, and the color keys can be mapped. So the color buttons can be customized or mapped. So we can have the red one to open any app we like. So the red button should really open YouTube. That's how I like it. And so on and so forth. Now there is no native option for screen mirroring, but you can of course go to the Play Store and download AirScreen, and that will at least give you screen mirroring for your iOS devices. But unfortunately, Miracast or Android screen mirroring is not an option natively. Okay, so now it's time to play some 4K video samples from USB drive, and I'm going to be doing this with the VLC player which I just downloaded. So let's begin with the usual high bitrate jellyfish demo. The first video is 160 megabits per second, and you can see it's playing quite effortlessly nice and smooth. And test out the 180 megabit per second high bitrate jellyfish demo, and you can see this is also running nice and smooth. And finally, the real test, 400 megabits per second high bitrate jellyfish sample, and you can see it's actually playing back okay with no stuttering or buffering issues. Pretty decent performance from this box with the ability to play back high bitrate 4K. Thereafter, I tested out a bunch of 4K 60 videos with various HDR formats, and they all played back beautifully with no issues, vibrant colors and great looking HDR. And while we're here, we may as well test out the AV1 codec to see if it works. And it worked absolutely fine. So AV1 codec also supported. So let's move on to the 4K YouTube test. So I'm pleased to confirm that YouTube does support 4K 60, but unfortunately HDR is not available.
You will experience no major national breakdown.
बहुत मानता है ये सिंघम सर को अपनी हमेशा से
They're usually prisoners of war.
So I tried installing Netflix from the Play Store. It was available, I installed it, but every time you open up Netflix you get this error. So unfortunately Netflix is not supported, and you would have to sideload an older version of Netflix to get it working, but then you will be limited to SD quality. Next up, we tested Amazon Prime Video, and it was available to download from the Play Store, and it does support HD streaming, which is certainly a good. Okay, so thereafter we tested out Disney Plus, and I can confirm Disney Plus does support HD streaming with 5.1 surround sound. Okay, moving on to the gaming test, and we're just going to test out some basic games, starting off with Crossy Roads. For you advanced users, DRM info shows Google Widevine level 1. And here is Ada64 where you can check out the clock speeds. And you can see this indeed is running the Mali G610. So that brings us to our benchmarks, beginning with Geekbench, single core score of 687 and multi-core score of 2293. And in the Antutu benchmark test, we have achieved 687K. So let's see how that compares with the others. So here is my top Android TV box performance chart for 2024, showing you the latest TV boxes and seeing how they compare with each other. And the ranking is based on Antutu benchmark scores. And based on that, you can see the BuzzTV Powerstation 6 takes position 2 with a decent benchmark score of 687K. Now I've also given this box an overall rating of 4 out of 5. So from this chart you can see the performance scores and my overall rating all color coded to make it easier for you to read. Now you can view the full versions of all my charts online at chigstech.com and read them at your leisure. So there you have it guys, that was the BuzzTV Powerstation 6 and here are my thoughts. Now I really like the design and build quality. Specifications are also pretty good. The design and performance is very good. Wi-Fi and Ethernet is super fast. 4K 60 with HDR from USB plays very well. Streaming is pretty good, no buffering or stuttering issues. Disney and Prime both support HD streaming. Games played very well, and the Bluetooth remote is also very responsive. Now, the caveats to consider: no native screen mirroring. Netflix is limited to SD quality after sideloading. Also, there is no doubt this is an expensive streaming box and it may not be everyone's cup of tea. But on the plus side, this offers a solid internet TV experience with their custom software and PVR and TimeShift functions. And the SSD compartment is also great to have. Now, if you want to see more of my latest and greatest unbiased tech reviews, hit the like button, sub to the channel, and hit the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.